Before this video begins, I gotta give a shout out to Raptors 905. They just won themselves their first championship, their second season in the D League, and they won a championships. Definitely got to give a shout out to Jerry Stackhouse, his first year as the head coach for Raptors 905, winning that championship. He got that team to be one of the best teams in the D League. So, shout out to Raptors 905. Also, props to Bruno Caboclo, Pascal Siakam, and, Fred Van Vliet in their last game. They did pretty well in that series. So, shout out to those guys. And again, congratulations, Raptors 905. Bigger and better things coming up. Anyways, back to your regular scheduled programming. It's your boy Modern Speed bringing you another video, and what a finish to the Raptors series. The Raptors take their last game, Game 6, a nail-biter, 92-89, winning the series 4-2 against the Milwaukee Bucks. And as I said before, this was going to be a tough series for the Raptors. I did say the Raptors would win in 7. They ended up taking in 6, but it was definitely a tough series for the Raptors. And what can you say? So in this video, I'm just going to go over what the Toronto Raptors and the Bucks did in this series. I will be looking at the other series in the Eastern Conference as well as the Western Conference once those both wrap up. But I definitely want to talk about the Raptors and the Bucks series right now. And as I said before, I knew that the Raptors would have some trouble against the Milwaukee Bucks. This team had evolved throughout the season, and they showed it in this series. The Bucks played hard, and they pushed the Toronto Raptors to really push their game to the next level. And the one thing I like about the Bucks is they got length and they play hard D. Looking at guys like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Chris Middleton, Matthew Dellavedova, even Thon Maker was playing pretty well defensively in that center position. These guys were playing pretty tough D on the Toronto Raptors and were making it difficult for this Toronto Raptors squad. And we really saw that in game 3. The Raptors really struggled against this Bucks squad, and I think to a certain extent, the Raptors were kind of, they might have been relaxing a bit up until that point because maybe they even thought that this would be an easy series for them to win. But, after that Game 3, the Raptors took it to that next level. So, and still the Bucks, even after that Game 3, the Bucks did put up a great fight, but the Raptors did take it to that next level, and they took it. They took the series, and, they did what they had to do. And a couple things that I want to note for the Toronto Raptors in this series that I really liked. The first thing was the play of DeMar DeRozan. He was playing pretty well in this series. In the past, in the playoffs, DeRozan has really struggled in general with his shot, but DeRozan was pretty consistent throughout this series. He was really, other than that one game where he dropped 8 points, other than that, DeRozan was pretty much playing very well in this series. So definitely got to give him props. Another thing that I really liked about this series was Dwayne Casey's ability to make that adjustment and bring in Norman Powell after Game 3, and that bring Norman Powell into the starting lineup after Game 3. That really changed the momentum in this series, and really brought a lot of intensity on both ends of the floor, on both defense and offense for the Toronto Raptors. So I really like that, and I'm actually hoping that Casey keeps Powell in that starting lineup for the next series, but we'll see what he ends up doing. I guess the last thing I want to mention about the Raptors is I'm just hoping, Lowry played all right. I'm just hoping in the next series we see a bit more Lowry, and, we see a bit more of Lowry in the regular season. But he played all right. He wasn't really good, but he wasn't really bad either. He was just kind of in the middle. So I'm just hoping we see regular season Kyle Lowry come out. But I also got to talk about the Bucks. As I said before, the Bucks did put up a fight, and you got to give them some props. This is a young team. You're looking at players like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Thon Maker, Chris Middleton. Even though Jabari Parker didn't play, Jabari Parker's on this team as well. This is going to be a team that's going to be a contender for the next couple of years. This team is looking real good. Jason Kidd is doing a really good job bringing this team up. So, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if in the next couple of years, this is a top 3 team, possibly a top 2 team in the Eastern Conference. So definitely a team to be looking out for. And if you're an NBA fan and you're watching this team, they're a team to be watching right now. So definitely keep your eyes out for them. But overall, definitely an interesting series. Well fought, interesting games to watch. And, the Raptors took it. So they're on to round 2. And the Raptors will be facing the Cleveland Cavaliers. Now, I'm not going to go over that in this video. Definitely will be in another video where I go over the round 2 matchups for both the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference. I'll give you my predictions there, but you know what? I'll give you a small preview. It's going to be another hard-fought series for the Raptors there. But we'll see. You'll see that in my next video. Anyways, let me know what you think about this series. Did you think it was a well-fought game? Did you think things were unfair? Did you like to play the Toronto Raptors? Do you like to play the Bucks? What do you like about both these teams? Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. And actually, also, let me know what you think about the series coming up with Cleveland Cavaliers. We'll see what happens. Again, I think it's going to be a well-fought series as well. It should be interesting. But anyways, that's all for this video. It's your boy Monitor Speed signing out. Later, everyone.